Collective energy reading. Please only take what resonates. Always leave the rest for the best. Don't stress. Because who the Most High God highly favors. Who can try and dismantle? Because it's all about their thoughts and their feelings. They can't dismantle your stability. Because that's your ability to be able to progress and digest information. Instead of digressing, you're progressing. When people are digressing, because they've got bad energy, and they don't know how to move and swift and change that energy because they're a vampire. And you're gaining clarity about these people, about the actions that they took, the two-faced with the freckles. And they're moving because of all those little spirits with Oxford delaying inside of them. Delaying. Do you hear what I said? Delaying inside of them. And not replaying and analysing the stresses and the strains and the heartache and the hurt and the pain that they be putting on. They can see how you're just highlighting all of their insecurities with inside of them, because they're the things when you've got holding power that's shaping your reality to take that charge, and about actions and decisions. Because certain people gaining higher clarity now, they're becoming brighter, aware, brave. They're moving because they can see when they're in that toxic love and who's blocking them and stopping them and being selfish, because that's that pain and it's discarded as courage or passion. And you see it because they've got addictions, confusions, illusions, and those passive aggressive with those addictions. It was harmful, stressful, emotional, tampering their self and those achievements to be able to move forward. And that's when you're saying, oh my gosh, I can't live without yourself. That stress, that conflict, that emotion, those thoughts, those feelings. And that's when you're clout hungry, viral or nothing at all, and doing it for likes and attentions. And yeah, because you know, and if I don't get that and this person don't do that, and how many likes have you got? Because you're a fucking drama queen and you just want to be seen in every single direction because your heart's not clean, and you have to get that spiritual box, spiritual awakening, because you're unbalanced, you got no stability, you're confused, all because you're idealistic and jealous and bad mind, and you're not able to be able to connect. You're not no high priestess, remember? You're a thirster, causing chaos. You're like a queen of swords in reverse. That's what you are. Take it all as it resonates. Just turn it on down. 1, 2, 3. Oh yes, that's that high awakening. Awakening. Look, they're getting awakening, guys. They could be from Yorkshire. They could be just getting a little bit of freaking sight from that awakening. Certain people are giving them a bit of knowledge, letting them know why going out in these streets. Take this all as it resonates, because it coming like all of the shit's just flicking all over, because that's that eternity. And you have to look tight inside, turn it in, because it's that cycle transformation, change clothes, and have that awareness. That's where you have to get connected to those spirits within inside of you, your ancestors. Take it far and beyond. You could be from Sheffield, Yorkshire. You're getting York and like a high awareness, because that's going to the north, and that's further up that direction. So you're getting higher awareness, higher clarities. That's on the hills. That's when you're connecting, because that's you maybe facing or forcing things to be able to step back, and you have to go higher, because that's realigning with that natural flow. So you got to get that high flow, guys, and get connected, because it's frustrations and it's importance, and it may be even interfering with that progress. So you have to look and transform and change, because it's a part of that learning progress. So when you have to look and you see that process, what you got to do, because you got to analyze and recognize. So you have to see, connect to those emotions, because it's eternity. Listen to that spirit inside of you. Look at that introspection, things from different perspectives. Why you got different religions, different fucking accents. Why are you transforming shit? Why are you changing stuff so you're not enabling people to have that inner standing to be able to grow? Sometimes you have to have that adventurous mindset to be open and open that path. Open that path to get it from a different perspective. Because you know when you ain't got that patience and you're not unable to grow, you don't have that time because you've got conflict and stress in your mind because you ain't balanced. So you have to balance those emotions because it's about harmony, guys. That's when you're transforming, for recognizing, identifying cultures, backgrounds, understanding, perspectives, traveling from higher, seeing things from a different, like that higher paradigm, and you've seen it from like that 7th D, never mind that 8th D, you got to go to the 9th D because we're already in the 3D, and you get to the 5D and you have to transform those thoughts and feelings because that's you having compassion. That's you knowing about boundaries and you knowing about caring and providing and supporting. That's when you're looking and you're seeing who's trying to block you and stop you. So these people, family members and friends, these could be people from close by you, different cities, different places, different backgrounds, and they're not connecting. You had that infinite potential to be able to grow. They didn't transform. They didn't change. They didn't want awareness, higher clarity. They didn't have that introspection within themselves, guys, because they didn't enable to be able to protect themselves. Certain people's too selfish, taking action, not thinking about the actions that you're taking. Too much in that yellow chakra, looking for money, pride, ego, and you're not got higher clarity of mind. And when you're working, you're not looking about the things that you're working on because you didn't think, you didn't have that understanding to be able to overstand. Oh my God. Wise to ways, to what's, to whens. Wedding is off, so they can see that wedding is off. So certain people are saying life, they're looking now, that trust, that's that internet flow. The more you gain, the more they get closer. So the more you gain, the more you get closer to that infinite knowledge, that wisdom. That's when you connect to the heart, the emotions, the thoughts, those feelings. That's when you have to transgress, or when you're transgressing, you have to progress and keep on moving forward, keep connecting those dots, those links. So that's when you get closer to that awareness. He tries, don't he? No, he don't try at all. You spoiled him. So certain people could say, oh, they're getting married. Oh, the wedding's off, you tried it, and no, you don't, you spoil him. You could have spoiled that feminine, that masculine, that child, that man. Take it all as it resonates. I would love to take you on a date. Or maybe your phone number, Divine Feminine. So somebody could take themselves off this wedding, ended the wedding, they're connecting the dots, they're getting that awareness. They can see now they're gaining more. They're gaining more closer to that awareness, that higher clarity of their heart, of their emotions, their thoughts, their feelings. They could be seeing now. You may be forcing things, step back, relax. So they could have forced that wedding and turned that wedding off. They've had to step back, relax, because they're in that higher awareness, higher clarity, introspection. They hate when they don't put prices on the truth. So they hate when they didn't put prices on that truth, that infinite, that true, that potential within you, the magician, those skills, who's blocking, who's stopping, the actions, the energy, conflict. That's when you're in Mars and you're taking that quick energy. Who's got these hidden skills? Because I am love, I am aggressive, I am impulsive. So they was impulsive. They was too great, egotistical, head up the arse. They're flipping, heart was flowing through their arse, so they wasn't connected. Because what are we really doing here? So now is our gaining clarity, like what are we really doing here? That wedding's off. I'm moving because I wanted to take somebody else on a date. Now they're looking at Divine Feminine, they're getting that higher clarity. Take this all as it resonates, they're turning a roll now. Because that's when you have to look and you're conflicted, and those ancestors could have been a foreign language, foreign perspectives, seeing things because of the words. They was digression, changing. They're getting higher clarity now about that frustration and the importance, maybe interfering with that progress and trusting in that learning, because they may fall out the deal if she dumps him. So they may fall out of a deal if she dumps in to get that married. Take it all as it resonates. You could be getting awareness, high clarity about this money, the material, pentacles, Geminis, feminine members, friends. They could have thought there was an empress trying to impress. Now they're stressed and having conflict in their mind because they're having that frustration. Mum, who you doing it for? You not the keeper of dad's legacy. Oh, so they was trying to be able to keep some money because they was wanting that eternity. You know, we wanted that 10. See, come again. Now they broke down in and they want to tell the friend because they can see those freckles that's burning inside of them, because that's that path, that toxic love. On and on and on and on. Kind of keep going like a rolling stone. So they was moving like there was a rolling stone. Because they're seeing now, the more you gain, the more they get closer. You're going to see the gossip about this eternity status up motherfucking grade on this shit. So the more you get closer to your achievements, and that's improved social standing, that lifestyle. So you know, when everybody sees you out there on paparazzi, take a picture, because that's that infinite potential that you're holding, higher clarity, higher perspective, you're speaking and moving, creative social awareness of you. Take it all ears, it resonates. CEO, bad girl, bad boy energy. That's next level. Evaluating and elevating on certain people's ass out here, because they're getting awareness of you. And they would love to take you on a date, because maybe can I have your phone number, Divine Feminine, payday, deposit, check in this shiznizzle, because that's that financial reward. Money rolling in, celebrating success checks. Moving forward, people have got a social awareness of you. You're balanced, spiritually balanced. You're spiritually paid. 140,000 checks and petals rolling in through towards you. That's when you're going to that fulfillment, that renewal, that destiny, because that's that awareness of your heart, that home, that foundations, higher clarity about actions connected to that heart. Be that forward, take that leap towards those new beginnings. That's when you have that temperament and that balance, and you have to keep on moving forward, because you're moving with your heart, looking at those hidden skills, that introspection within inside of you. Celebrate, cha-ching, motherfuckers, because now they're having this broken heart, because you may be forcing things, and I hate when they don't put the price on the truth. So they didn't have that price on the truth of you, that love, that money can't buy your love, because you had that spiritual love. It was divine love, because you wasn't able to be able to let go. They let go of you, and they didn't realize you was that infinite potential, because that was that free where 1 or 2 or 3 or more gathered. That's where the Most High was, and you was part of that Most High, because mum, who you doing it for? You're not keeping of Dad's legacy. So they have these broken promises. Now they're getting sick and tired of the broken promises, and the different numbers and numbers. And you, Yo, what was that song back in the day? Who was that? Now they're sprung, because you got them thinking about doing things they never do. Gaslighting. Because you it and tip and I'm sprung. Now they're looking, they can't have that gaslighting. Because mum, what do you think you can do to keep Dad's legacy? They thought they was booked and busy, and they was keeping that. They ain't getting ish-nish, because that deadline, it's that call, and that's when you have to get that higher clarity about that open path, because they thought they was booking. They ain't looking. You ain't done learning. Time to love, that upgrade. Him the Most High, because he stopped having trust in himself, because the world don't cut his soul. When you pressure, you have to look at that measure. You have to measure certain things right from that high value. Was you measuring things right from a high value? This divine feminine masculine, they wasn't measuring, because they had these broken promises, because they was too busy in that payday, stuck in their mindset towards money. They valued money. They wasn't going with that flow. They was doing this broken promises, because they now gaslighted themselves, because they didn't see that price on you. You was that divine price. Money can't buy your love. You was like Jamila out here. Money can't buy my love. You was teaching him about what's important. Teach him about what the token is. You're the token. And what that 5 generations didn't come to. So they didn't have that eternity, knowledge, wisdom. They didn't connect back to their ancestors. Trust within the divine. They wasn't spiritually, emotionally, financially connected. They were spiritually, emotionally, mentally blocked. And they are now just wondering if you made up your mind about this money. So these feminines was looking money. They wanting that legacy. They put some hard work, they put in. Now they're looking back, because it's high clarity that hard work wasn't good enough. Got a bae who's sleeping in the living room. So they had a bae who was sleeping in that living room. So they could have been sleeping in that living room, having that high awareness. They thought they was getting CEO. They got some broken promises with that bae, because he ran away the first time to keep them together. So that person ran away that first time to keep them together, but they're sleeping in the living room because they're hiding. Not bringing it in the bedroom, because people have social awareness. You know, mum and you meant to be. What you gonna do? Sit and pick up bars, picking up a babes. Because you're vain and you're doing it for likes, because these broken promises. So they're picking up babes for likes, broken promises. They ran away the first time together. Now they're out giving these broken promises, spending money, cash money, dollar bill, y'all. Cream it some money, dollar bill, y'all. So they're out partying, creams it in that money. It's that dollar bill, y'all. That mum's thinking they're gaining that legacy. The dad don't want him because she said you will becoming gaslighted. Suddenly, no hurry. They gaslighted, mum, who are you doing it for? You're not doing it for dad, because she said she was coming. Hard work, them putting them, get gaslighted out here in these streets. They was clout hungry with this drama queen, and they're teaching them about what's important, and you're teaching them what's about that token, and what the 5 generations have didn't come to. You're going to hear what the tea, because they was what was on a status upgrade out here in these streets. Uninterested. That's because they was these false threats and going on like they was into them. They were spiritually blocked, spiritually blind. Take it all as it resonates. Let's just twist it. Because they thought they had this information. And it was teaching them. It was the token of what 5 generations didn't come to. That's when you look in the ancestors, says your forefather and your ancestors didn't listen. Struck, no change. That was limited time. Wasting because of their attitude, their approach towards life, the way they wanted people to see them. They was detached, flighty from their own thoughts, feelings, all because of their ego, all because of their pride, the mindset towards money, in a childlike who got was trying to create. Now they're seeing they ain't shit. Baby, who's sleeping in that living room? They ain't shit. Because they're looking back now. Because you know, mum, you meant to be. What you're going to do is sit and pick people up the bars. So they was picking up people at the bars, wasting their time, spending money because they ain't shit, picking up wasted relationships, bagging them, kicking them out. Because if they're looking now, they was doing certain things for life, picking up people at the bars, happiness hater. I'm getting sick and tired of your promises. Saying different numbers and numbers. That's all I can hear in my head. Suddenly, no hurry, because all that chatting shit, after all that, those family members and friends chatted shit, because it was being judgmental, it wasn't wise, it wasn't looking at the dynamics, all because it was giving money. All because it was free, sexual, friends, family, the community where they was, service, work, job, what they was providing, who was holding on, childlike spirit, external energies for kids, marriage, secrets, partners, higher clarity. Now you gain insight, seeking the learning, 100, wanting to run towards those new beginnings, because now they can see they're trying to keep that faith. Cool, because of bad habits. Let's follow this through. Wasting time now, there ain't shit. They thought they was getting payday, broken promises because there was happiness AR. There was gaslighting, thinking they was gaining this check money, dollar bill, y'all. Creating some money, dollar bill, y'all. And now all of a sudden, those broken promises, you ain't shit, rejected. They could have said, you ain't shit. You could have seen, I seen them bad habits. You think you was getting broke, you're broke ass. Your time wasted acting like you're some CEO. You come with these broken promises. You're a happiness hater. They hate themselves. They don't even want themselves to be happy. Take it all as it resonates. That's a family member, a friend around you, hating you. Because mum, you know you was meant to be. They rejected you because you're a happiness hater. So you got rejected. Or because now they got car drama, can't move, stressing the mind, stressing the thoughts, family members, friends. 3, car, driving, Mercury, conflict, confusions, compassion, lacked it. Emotional sense, instability, Jezebel, bad mind, energy, cock blocking you, repo, nightmare, always asking for a ride. They're broke to fix it. Too broke to fix it, so they was giving these people money. Too busy thinking that they was winning. Meanwhile, you was out there winning. You was just unable to yourself, giving your spells the spiritual knowledge. You're getting the inside scoop about these fake feminines and masculines who was having all of this drama. Because it's been forever that they've had these bad habits, wasting time, knew they want shit, being fake CEOs, acting like those clout hungry, chasing. You rejected these people and they was rejecting love in their self because there was happiness 8 or now they're having car drama, stressing the mind, stressing the thoughts, thought they was giving and getting money from these family members and friends, all eating off, dreaming off, thinking that they was busy with them. To be honest, I feel numb, nothing, mutually. How for I come, anger, no hurt, no feelings. So you don't feel nothing. You seen they was in denial, they was lying, repeating their mistakes. You seen right through them. You got clarity. You seen how they was fool, and then you seen how they was gaslighting themselves. It's been forever that they was had all these habits. There was no change. They was wasting people's time, all their time, because that was their mindset, their attitude. It was because of the way how they learned, the way how they grew up, their values. They wasn't down to earth. They wasn't practical. They didn't have no compassion, no love. They wasn't creative. They didn't have no skills. For now, no visitors. So rejecting, ghosted. For now, they didn't want no visitors because it was a miracle. He was there. So it was a miracle that they was there having these bad habits in this property, providing, supporting in this house and feeling like selfish and people wasn't using their intuitions. They wasn't protecting themselves. Take it all as it resonates because they're in car drama. And I'm doing it for selfish reasons. So they're rejecting this car drama, cock blocking, that spiritual AR, family member, friend was doing it for selfish reasons. They are runner. You may be out of duty for him. So they may be a runner out of duty for him. That was like the caring, providing, supporting, that money, that giving that checks and for to help them and support them, their needs, because they wasn't their secrets and their habits, what they was doing, wasting time, partying, socializing, not got stability and balance, compassion, not got no leadership skills. They lack power and structure, all because they were selfish, moody. They wasn't able to be able to move forward, wanting using their intuition to lack compassion because it was on a karmic cycle that was looking at their soul or what their soul creates. They weren't able to express themselves in that positive manner. That was all because they was doing in karma, and that was frustrations, and that's foundations. That was they lack compassion within their mind, or because they thought they was busy winning, and now they can see you're too busy winning. Need to seek knowledge, judicial system. So they need to be able to seek money, knowledge to win this judicial system now, because now they could have judicial system, happiness 8 or 9. They've got to be able to go to court with these family members and friends. They could have feel like they're rejected from out of this property, or because of bad habits, money, spending, what they did, these secrets, what they was holding on to. Very sarcastic. So they could have been very sarcastic. Take this all as it resonates, because there was a drama queen at the side of them. They're looking at these bad habits, and to be honest, they're feeling that numbness now because they're lost, ghosted, blocked, cut off, time waster. You could have locked, blasted and cut them off, rejected them because it was a miracle. You was even there. Because that was like alien telepathic dreams. They could be seeing, sending you messages. You getting this higher clarity now about these songs, those thoughts. Getting sick and tired of the broken promises. And different numbers and numbers. Because those obsessions, sick and tired of it. TikTok sold different numbers in that house, that property. So they could have sold a property, trying to release this property, take it all as it resonates, sold, rejected. They're moving, physical, location, change. They could have been blocking, broken promises for you, for them. Take it all as it resonates. They're getting that high awareness that they blocked about a property, keys to a house, actions that was taken, the things that was in unknown. You're gaining clarity, physical, emotional, mental problems. Because that's those unstable. And it's unquenchable. And it's wanting more. Because they had stress, this happiness, because they thought it was very sarcastic, thought it was winning. And that's that triggers. Now they're getting triggers. Name, car, place. Say your name. But nobody's around me. Say, baby, I love you if you ain't running games. Say my name. I'm kind of crazy. You calling me baby. Say my name. No one is around you. Say, baby, I love you. Now they're getting vexed. Because these divine feminines, masculines, ain't saying their name, ain't saying, baby, I love you when nobody's around or when they're around because they want to be running. Because you take care of her for your baby. So they was taking care of that person, those bad habits for a child. You're the one who had trust in me. You could have been, they could be saying that towards you. Just another squad loading for just another squirrel looking for a nut. So there was just another squirrel looking for a nut. Those dreams, now they ain't shit. That's because they thought they was gaining money. Talked to the right people to get license. No problem. Found a perfect venue right here. Couldn't build better strength. So they could be gaining and building, but they ain't shit. They thought they was gaining a property, a building. That was when they was out socialising, partying. Could have been a club, somewhere for them to start a business. Take it all as it resonates. That was like social awareness, so people could have towards them. That was a legacy, 10 to 11. Take it all as it resonates. They wasn't using their intuitions. That was like a sociable place. You could be seeing them at a sociable place. The star, way too high, awakening, self-aware, let go of past pain, hurt, freedom. So they need to be able to flow, let go of that past pain, hurt, freedom, because they're having stress within the mind, thoughts, freezes, feelings, because that's when you get that clarity, accepting things you can't change, inner peace. They was bitter bitches. How can I go off and forget my plant? So how can they go off and forget their plant? That was the plant, those seeds of emotions, the relationship alongside you. Take this all as it resonates, because this is like home. Those triggers, that car, that home, they could be seeing certain things. Say this is like home, base, emotions. You didn't see the reunion and the reaction. She can read. So they can see these triggers because they know that you can read. They're affecting their emotions now, this feminine energy now, because of the service that they was providing and the things that they was doing, the unknown. They thought they was blocking and stopping you like you're a fool. You was connected emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Blocked. They was. You listen to the spiritual guides, the ancestors enabled you because you had that 111, that divine touch, because that was enabling you to have that importance. It was that number, it was that twin flame, it was symbolizing that harmony. Remember, there was last block because of these habits. I was wasting time, think they'll see her, they ain't shit. They talked a lot of shit and bragged on it, and you didn't feel. They say they wanna holler, but all they wanted was dollars. They didn't know Mercedes and Mr. Man. Oh, gee, they didn't realize those haters. But what did you say? I got your man and a 600. You what? Bitch, don't come around here talking that shit and running that shit in my game. Because I'm busy running. You got job problems. That's why you be on my call. This is what you have to tell these girls. Because they're going to want to call you. Because they're going to be hating on you. Because you're getting money. And you're winning, and it's going to be triggering their ass. They're feeling unstable because they're having stress now. Why? Because they've got a social awareness of you. So when you're doing what you're doing, you keep doing what you're doing, because no matter what you're doing, they're finding out about you, whether you know about these people and these people know about you, because they're close friends, family members, spiritually hating on you, because now they're getting sick and tired of the broken promises. They thought they was gaining. But you're the one who had the trust in me to be able to rekindle that emotion, that thought, that feeling, or because of their bad habits, back to the fore. Now they're feeling, because of their insecurities, and you was a part of that security, and certain people was trying to use their creativity on you, but they didn't realize, because that selfish shit didn't work on you when they was clinging to their own thoughts and feelings, because they was detached, spiritually blocked, mentally, emotionally, because now they're seeing that they talk to the right people, because that was that link. And now they're seeing the people that they was around wasn't shit. They talked a lot of shit and bragged on that shit, but they didn't feel. And all they wanted was dollars, and you wanted was holler, because they're sold out, rejected, they're broken promises. So how can I go off and forget my plan? How can they go and forget that plan? Because that's that links. Oh yes. You're the best. About the stress, them can't test. That happiness AR. They're all up in their mind, all up in their feelings. Because now they're thinking, oh my gosh, that was the high priestess. Oh yes. Because they can see now, you didn't see the reaction because of the values. Now they're looking about what you valued and what, yes, those links, oh my gosh, rekindling. They ghosted you. They feeling like, oh my God, now they're getting telepathic signs. Sold, rejected, because it was universe. It was a part of the divine. You know why? Because they didn't have no self-love. They weren't able to rekindle with their self. They didn't connect to their emotions because they wasn't shit. They talked a lot of shit. They needed that inner work. That's because they wasn't loving their self, and you seen you had to do that inner work. You was learning the man while you was earning the man. Some of you young girls might not understand. No pain, no pain, no gain. Oh, no pain, no pain, no gain. To find that divine light. Because there's an old lady sitting on the tree. She called me over and she said to me, my days left there may not be long, but I wouldn't taste my taste. So they was tasting shit, tasting your joys, wasting time, telling you nothing wrong. Everything turns to light. What's in the dark comes to the light, because that's you shining that inner beauty within inside of you. No pain, no pain, no gain. Choose serenity, because that's that light. It's positivity. No matter what I go through, I choose happiness. I rise above fear, because fear in evidence ain't real until you're going to put it in front of me. I only feel the Most High God, because it tells you that people trying to rule dominion over you, your thoughts and your feelings. But love thyself, because when people are taking wrong actions, know about the actions that you will be taking, because there's consequences. Pay attention to here and now, and have that gratitude attitude, and move with love and joy, because it will enable you to be able to grow stronger, wiser, better for yourself as well as others. Just you better wake up and pay attention, because if you want to be somebody and you want to go somewhere, don't be a bitch, hate yourself, because he's a lost cause, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. That's why you end up hating yourself, because you're a lost cause, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Early cause of Alzheimer's. That's how you get that, when you're spiritually, mentally blocked. Lost all life savings trying to invest in a get-rich scheme. So they thought they was going to be able to buy a property, move in, and that's physical look, and they sequentially now they're wanting more, because tell her, please, can we still move? We got to move. Please, can we still move? Please, can we still move? We've got to move. Property sold. Freckles, they could have freckles, getting higher perspective, higher awareness, higher clarity, connecting. They could tell you LGBT, go on in out here. They could be coming out and want the world to know. This muscular man wants to let it show. They're coming, I'm coming out. That's what that song was about. So this muscular man, about these choices, older than you, but was moving like Peter Pan. So they could have been older than you, but in that Peter Pan spirit, mentally, emotionally blocked. This man, or because of that ego, or because of that pride. Round face, you could have a round face, move with love, high clarity, cleansing. Facial hair in reverse, so they could be receding and looking all deadbeat. Look, this one is it resonates, guys. Ew, what did it say? Coarse curly hair, so you could have coarse straight hair instead of curly, but coarse curly hair in reverse. Them dry face, them are red eye, and I watch you. Oh, I can see her just looking at this eye here. So they're red eye and watching you. Ooh. Albino, freckles, red lips, medium hair, and very young. And white American could be significant with straight hair. Take this all as it resonates, guys. Always leave the rest for the best. Don't stress, because certain people are looking at you now. They're getting very, and they could be seeing you look very young, because you're clear and you come in like Nanny McPhee. You relaxed. Check me, you relaxed. You let go, you release all emotions, thoughts and things. You don't harbor the emotions. You look at those choices of people. You move with beauty. You have to do that inner work, because you get up and pay attention. You look and you step them links and you take that leadership. Oh yes, you do, because it's about your values. You shine that divine light, because it's a part of the universe, and that's when you sold those emotions, that high clarity, that awareness. You're not enabling people to trigger you. You trigger those triggers, because you're too busy winning out here. Certain people you're rejecting because they ain't shit. They spoke a lot of shit. They got bad happiness haters trying to gain inside scoop on you because they're broke too, and they're gaslighting you, acting like the CEO got this big bad boss energy. This time the spiritual block, spiritual blind. You're too busy out here booking and looking, and they're aware of you because they've got this higher clarity and this awareness. They can see that alternative of your flow. You're just mastery of your craft. They were spiritually blocked because they was emotionally, mentally, financially blocked. They was all up in their ego. They didn't know better, so they couldn't do better because it's been forever. To be honest, I feel numb. So that's been forever. So to be honest, they're feeling numb because they're feeling dumb. They was just full of cum. Too much. So they're feeling this today. They could be saying to you, let's just take these. CV. We're saying F-U-C-K. Zoe. You could be in your zone. You could be toning. They could be coming to your town. You could be Coventry. Wolves. Another W. What's that M? HM could be significant. CM. Right. Two more. RG. Doc. You could be needing doctors. Could be coming down. Run down. Could be on a come down. HM. HMR. C. Human resources. There could be somebody could be coming from. Coming to honor you. Divine feminine. Could be giving you victory. Now. Tomorrow. Take this all as it resonates, guys. Always leave the rest for the best. Don't stress. Because if you're stressing, you need to look. Because you might be a worm or you'll be winning and people are hating. Now you won and you're mastering your craft. Take this all as it resonates.